minimum requirement. 三纲五伦, they are minimum requirement for human beings to understand that those are very important. But as a cultivator, it's not what your concern is. As a cultivator, you must be much better than what 三纲五伦 is. Your mind, your heart has many attachments you need to let go. And that is called cultivation. So moral teaching, if you are a teacher, for example, you are an elementary school teacher. Okay. You're an elementary school teacher, and you need to teach the children 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 5 = 7. Those are very important fundamentals for the children to learn. So all the little kids, they go into the school, they learn 1 + 1 = 2 to begin with, right? But a child cannot forever stay in the elementary school grade 1. When you go to grade 2, you will learn a little more, right? When you go to, high school and you go to college, go to graduate school, the child is not going to forever stay at the level of 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, so what I'm saying is that the morality in the human world, the 三纲五伦 is like 1 + 1 = 2 kind of teaching. Those are starting point. And everybody should know it. Those are fundamental. 1 + 1 = 2. But you cannot always teach people 1 + 1 = 2. Some people, they already way beyond 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, so some people, they are already in graduate school. And you cannot go to people and say, this is the ultimate truth. You must follow 1 + 1 = 2. Yes, of course. However, as life progress in the human world right now, if you only teach people 1 + 1 = 2 and stick with it and repeat it again and again, people don't want to hear it. And basically, 1 + 1 = 2 is very profound. It is very profound. At the beginning level, little pupil, they understand, 1 candy plus 2, another candy is 2 candy. That's enough for them to know. But ultimately, if you are a professor of mathematics, you need to prove that 1 + 1 is truly equal to 2. That's very difficult. And then how are you going to use 1 + 1 = 2 to develop a computer, right? Use those very fundamental principles that to eventually evolve into very sophisticated calculation methods. Correct? So that's what I mean. Same moral teacher. Same principle about 三纲五伦. If you ask 10 different moral teachers to talk about it, it's going to be different. The understandings of it can be very different. And those moral teachers, when real life situation occurs, how are they going to apply it? How are they going to apply moral principles to resolve life challenges will be very different. Remember I told you that day when I was sitting in the playground and the people come over say, I think you should not be here because we are playing baseball and the ball is going to hit your head. Right? So I asked you the question, how are you going to handle the situation? You said, if they don't want me to sit there, I run. I wrap up and go. That's your moral application of your understanding of morality, But I didn't do that. Because to me, if I just leave, then I'm encouraging them to do bad things to other people who they consider that they can bully. I was sitting there before them. And they were playing baseball, and I'm the lady, and they were the young man, and I'm their mother's age, and they are my son's age. And I'm meditating, in the middle of my meditation, motionless, and they come to me as an insult and disrespect. And if I just go away, then they will consider in the future anybody they can bully, and then they will commit a lot of karmic debts. So I decided to teach them a moral lesson. So I sit there and I basically don't move, Eventually, they change their mind. By not saying anything, they change their mind. Right? So I'm just saying that the same, moral principles can be handled by different people with totally different actions. There are multi-levels of understandings of the truth. Multi-level. Even the word shall, the word of yi, that's a moral teaching. In this book of Shen De Dao, there are many keywords like de, right? Virtue. There are keywords like yi, loyalty, right? There are keywords like shui, water, qi, air, right? And ren, tolerance, right? There are many keywords in the moral teachings, but behind every words, the inner contents of each words, 孝, 仁, 礼, 义, 信, 德, right? Many levels of understandings. And every different situation of life has different manifestations of those principles. So it's not a doctrine. Moral teachings cannot be reduced to a dogmatic rule. It's pure spiritual. Your understanding of moral teachings has been very limited. And your level didn't get increased. Many years you studied the same book, but your understanding didn't increase. You stayed at the same low level. You started to be attached to it. You started to be narrow-minded because of it. You view things in a dogmatic way. And you do not advance spiritually. And eventually you got stuck in your life because you only hold on to doctrines and you are not paying attention to the essence of it. All religious people eventually go into a dead end because they only hold on to superficial formalities. When people only hold on to superficial formalities, they no longer are truly practicing working on their mind anymore. You see a priest, every day he goes to his church. He already very much used to standing in front of all the people and talk about reciting certain things from the Bible. Okay? So people start to give him donations and give him respect and giving him comfort. And he got an official's position and everybody listens to him. And then he goes day in and day out and recited the same old stuff from the Bible. And he considered himself to be an authority of Jesus. And eventually when he was so arrogant, he thinks he represents Jesus. And he considered that whatever he thinks is right must be followed by everybody else. And then he even conned up some rituals. And he put out some requirements that Jesus has nothing to do with it. And he continued to do that, set up certain rules, add up here, add up there. Do you know what I mean? So guess what? Jesus doesn't know him. After he died, he goes down right to hell. Even when he's alive, he will suffer all kinds of illnesses. And big trouble happens in his life. Why? It's because spirituality is not about following certain authority of leaders or certain books and recite it again, and want other people to follow, and he himself doesn't improve. And he doesn't measure his heart every day following Jesus' guidance or moral teacher's guidance. And then eventually, you not only cannot be a moral teacher or a priest, but you yourself actually are committing lots of wrongdoings without knowing it. So spirituality, morality, and all those big noble things are not game. It has very, very serious inner contents.
Yeah, we
you know.
Our mind make the,